To win a match in mlbb doesn't only take playing the best hero or building the best item. Sometimes you need to come up with the strategies to advance and corner your enemies by ganking them and getting the victory. Ganking seems to be an easy strategy, but it is never. So why not talk about it? Hi guys, Kazuki here, and in this video we will talk about what you should do and shouldn't when you are planning to gank.
As you guys know, this video has redeem codes and I want to congratulate the winners of our previous video. Thank you for participating. And similarly, this video will have hidden codes too. Find it from the video and redeem it at Kazukiofficialstore.com and your diamonds will be delivered instantly.
What is ganking? Ganking is when you and your team suddenly try to catch your opponent off guard and ambush them and take advantage of it. It is one of the best strategies and this can easily change the game at any minute. Let's now talk about things that you shouldn't do and also common mistakes everyone does when ganking. First will be ganking without checking enemies on the map, their stats or how their team is performing during the game and just diving anywhere you want. This will likely fail most of the time, especially when the enemies have more gold than you. And sometimes the gank also can be successful if you have overfarmed the enemies but never dive in taking a huge risk. So make sure to always check the surrounding, map and enemy position. Next will be trying to ambush your enemies at the right moment when they are busy pushing your lane. Waiting for the right moment is a good choice, but when they get your turret, it is not worth it even if your gank was successful. So it's better to defend your lane. Next will be ganking on the enemy base alone. I know giving as much pressure when you are winning is fine, but sometimes you got carried away and just stay at their base forever. Most of the time your team will be there with you, but eventually their HP or mana will get low and go back, which will get you killed when you are alone. Sometimes the enemies might even have a chance to get a comeback after taking you guys down one after another. Make sure to stay with your team, especially when you are around the enemy base. Next will be ganking when the enemies get low. I will admit that I have done this a lot, especially when I get frustrated. But here are some reasons why you shouldn't do this. Let's say the enemies took down the load and your team might win the fight by wiping them out, but the enemies still have a chance to defend as the load will respawn. However, if things goes sideways and your team get wiped, the enemies might just end the match. So better not take the risk and just try to defend the load wave. When the enemies take down load, it usually lets them stick together and push. Trying to gank them during this will be quite hard as they will be ready for the gank and might counter gank. So it's better to take advantage of your turrets to defend it. Let's now talk about things you need to do before ganking. First will be to make sure to keep a close eye on the minimap to check the enemy's position and movements. Check the best opportunity on which lane to gank, check the enemy's rotation and also try to point out the enemy location by seeing the map and also try to recall where the enemies were last seen in case they are missing from the map. Next will be communication. Inform your teammates about your plan to gank. Communication is one of the most important things to have a successful gank since your teammates will be ready to assist you. Use the in-game chat, ping system or quick chat to communicate your plans. Next will be to have a proper vision control of the area where you are planning to gank, not to get counter ganked by the enemy team. The next point will be to check your nearby teammates' HP and mana to make sure whether they will be able to back you up or not. Better not gank enemies when your teammate are low on mana or HP, as there will be no one to back you up if things go sideways. Next will be to have a proper positioning and timing. Choose the right time to initiate a gank and also look for enemies that have overextended or are out of position, or enemies that are busy engaging in the fight with your teammate. Position yourself by making a strategy to approach your target from various sides and also try to cut off their escape way to make sure that your gank is successful. Next will be to know your enemy's abilities and also their cooldown. What I mean by this is to make sure that you know the abilities of your enemies that you are planning to gank, and also try to know the availability of their skills. You can gank according to this based on their abilities. Next will be to inform your side laners when you are planning to gank. Inform your teammate before a gank so that your teammate can set up a bit and lower their guard, and this can help you in getting the gank successful. On to the last point, we have picking the right heroes. Picking the right heroes or heroes that have a good ability to take down enemies fast, has CC or can burst down fast. I will recommend these type of heroes such as Hellcut. His ability to silence enemies and the ultimate that can reduce their vision, this allows him to catch the enemies off guard and secure kills. He is also perfect at ambushing. Selena. Her Abyssal Trap can give the vision of nearby surroundings and can also stun them with Abyssal Arrow. Her burst can easily eliminate squishy enemies. Fanny. I know she is a high skill cap hero, but her ability to fly across the map gives her incredible ganking potential. Using her requires a lot of experience. She can give a nightmare if it's in the right hand. Ling. He has incredible mobility and can jump around the wall, and can always get the enemies off guard by ganking from the position that they were least expecting. And on our last, we have Gushan. He has high burst and mobility, and also the combination of his skills makes him one of the best heroes for ganking. He can quickly eliminate his target and leave before they even have a chance to respond. As I said, ganking feels easy, but having a successful gank every time is hard. Make sure to follow the step and do comment down below if you learn anything from this video. And with that, here are the 5 shoutouts from our previous video. Josephine, Ayux, are out, Anime comes here, and Leo Onfroy. So that will be all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Keep supporting Kazuki Official.